I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
What do you mean, calm it down? It's a fight. Referees telling two fighters who want to fight to calm it down. He should calm down.
I saw he's like a clown in his show, man. He's not your guy.
Because Tyson Fury's back, and all you motherfuckers are under attack.
Look, Eddie Hearn can say all what he likes. Who gives a shit what Eddie Hearn says? It's garbage.
Are you off your tits? Have you been smoking something?
Can you let me retire and be happy? Please, just please.
Bombs away from the Bronx Bomber!
Wanda! Let's go, baby! Let's go! I'm through. They put somebody else up and give me an interview.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You never give me a fair shake. HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing. You ain't shit. You're not shit.
I wish I was 50 years younger and I'd kick your ass.
I got dropped, man.
No, you won the fight.
OMG, I am so excited.
Any of you radio personalities think you want smoke? Call me Mr. Chimney. I want smoke.
Yes. What is up, MCR family? Hope everyone's having a great night as we're watching the fights. Obviously, it is Gervonta Davis versus Hugo Ruiz live fight chat media reaction. Though, to be honest, we will do a little bit of a side thing with Anderson Silva, Israel Adesanya, since that is literally happening at the same time. Anderson Silva is getting the last right pat down as he walks in the cage. Gervonta Davis just did a Thriller Prince Nassim impersonation as his walkout. And, of course, I'm joined today, and tonight, I should say, with the illustrious Mr. Jesse Fugatti himself. No Robbie Hearns tonight since he's sleeping and he's in the UK and he's lame. But, Fugatti, how are you doing today?
Doing well, Matt. How are you?
I'm doing good. Obviously, it's going to be kind of interesting to see which main event piques our interest the most, whether it is Silva Adesanya or whether it is Gervonta Davis, Hugo Ruiz. Even though I do know, obviously, our boxing, most of our listeners are boxing fans, we will try to keep it boxing for you guys. But again, hit the like button, share the show, subscribe. Phone lines will be open in about 10 minutes, just in time for you guys probably to call in after the knockout, since I think both fights will end relatively soon. Fugatti, can I get a little bit of like a last-minute prediction on Davis, Ruiz, Silva, Adesanya, and which one's going to end first?
I think Davis Ruiz will end first. I still think that Silva is an old dog. He's got he's going to have a lot of tricks up his sleeves. He's not going to make mistakes early. He might start maybe getting frustrated and trying to knock the guy out for a comeback, but, knock Adesanya out. But I think I kind of been reviewing a lot more of the fights, and I think that I do think that Stylebender will knock him out. I said it would go unanimous decision Stylebender, but I don't know. I think it's gonna go by knockout.
You're now sort of switching your tune around to yeah. I gotta say this, since both fights haven't started yet, we can sort of talk about them in a more general aspect. That sort of post-weigh-in interview with Silva where he was getting emotional, and then Adesanya after that getting emotional in the ESPN interview talking about it. I gotta say, this is the type of fight that I love, is Adesanya Silva fight. I know, there's colleagues of mine, like a Jason Burgos of Sharedog.com, where I work with. He's very critical of this matchup. He's very critical of Anderson Silva being, quote-unquote, guaranteed, air quote, a title shot if he were to win this fight. I'm less critical. I'm a little more optimistic, a little bit more just being in the fan mode for a second, because I think Adesanya reminds me of being a fan. I remember just being the hardcore that watched streams from Asia or other markets and watching a guy like John Jones in the regional scene. Watching guys like Conor McGregor fight in Ireland before he was ever a UFC star and didn't have tattoos. I remember that. Adesanya sort of reminds me of that feel of oh my God, it's cool to be a fan again. Another reference for boxing fans like a Teofimo Lopez in a way. I think for a lot of people, it sort of reminds them what it's like to be a fan again, where it's just it's cool to sort of geek out and fanboy out when you see a young, talented guy that is going to be somebody in the future or somebody very soon. Adesanya seems like that. And sort of switching to Gervonta Davis, he did seem like that for a very long time. And I think for a lot of people, he still is that. But hopefully this fight, even though it isn't a great fight, even though it is a short notice fight, so I'm not going to criticize it too much because it is a short notice fight. But hopefully, he can just move on from the last couple years of inactivity, bad management / promotion, and get back to being one of the hottest prospects / champions / contenders, whatever one sort of adjective you want to use, of boxing. Because Gervonta Davis was that. He was similar to Adesanya in a lot of ways, in terms of hype and meteoric hype, even well-deserved hype. I'm not using hype as a derogative there. Fugati, your thoughts on Adesanya's star power, Gervonta's star power, and sort of juxtaposing them in any way?
No, man. I was actually watching a lot of highlights on Adesanya, and there was it was kickboxing. It wasn't UFC, but it was one of his kickboxing matches where he caught a guy with what looked like a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, like roundhouse kick, man. Have you seen that knockout?
Is it a question mark kick?
No, it's like a legit like roundhouse kick.
Like a tornado kick. Are you talking about?
Yes.
Because a roundhouse kick isn't technically he goes like 360. A roundhouse kick is just boom. Like that's just a roundhouse kick. It's just a
no. It's like he went full Street Fighter mode, like Rio across the ring.
Was he in the air or just spinning?
It was in the air.
So like a spinning tornado kick then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he mentioned on Joe Rogan how he was taught to land that kick. And so I was watching some knockout highlights, and I was thinking, dude, this guy is impressive. Because that's a professional fighter he's knocking out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not like he's just sparring or playing around, And so I think your point about Tank, I felt like he was like that early on, right? A lot of power, a lot of speed.
Well, sort of like transport yourself to the night of him beating Pedraza. Like that was a good moment for the sport. I think even like people that hate PBC should be able to say that and be objective about it. Like it felt like, we had another star on the rise. Especially even more in hindsight now, how much that win really was a big deal. And the fact that he hasn't replicated that is, I think, the disconnect for fans right now in 2019, is that we had that moment where it seemed like he sort of what's the pro wrestling term? He got over with the fans, right? That was that moment with Pedraza. He got over. And then he did everything in his power, and unfortunately everything out of his power due to his promotional issues with Mayweather, that ruined that moment in a lot of ways. And again, hopefully he rebounds from that from more of a long-term stance. But Gervonta Davis, Ruiz starting now, round 1, 2 minutes and 50 seconds, if you guys want to sync up. Obviously, I think if you're Davis, you got to come out here strong, you got to come here fast, and you got to try to get the emphatic highlight reel finish early, especially with Ruiz being a guy that's come up from 122. Even though he may have the height, he is a guy that's traditionally a lot smaller than Gervonta Davis. There's a couple sort of added context to this fight. It has been reported, and Gervonta Davis has talked about it a lot, him being sick all week. God knows if that's what had a part to play in him missing weight. On top of that, he is fighting in an outdoor arena right now in 50-degree weather. God knows if him being sick and it being outside will sort of play in together. On top of that, ladies and gentlemen, round 1 of Adesanya Silva starting right now, 4 minutes and 50 seconds. If you guys want to sync up with that as well.
Adesanya's entrance was awesome, by the way.
Oh, I mean, and like even though like I didn't like Davis being a little too stoic in his entrance, he did a Prince Nassim sort of tribute with the Thriller music and all the dancers. I will always get hyped for that. Always. Yeah.
Did you see it? It looked like Adesanya was doing a little capoeira there for a second. Did a pretty cool little handstand flip and shit in his entrance. He's a smooth guy, man.
He is. I'm really confused as to which one to fight right now because it's Davis and Adesanya. It's two guys that matter in a lot of ways. Two guys that move the needle in massive ways. It is funny though seeing Adesanya and like Silva like just be tense at each other. Like thinking about everything happening in the ring. Like you can tell the the IQ levels are off the chart with those two guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Davis is in just hunt mode right now against Ruiz as we're about a minute left in the round. He's landed a few good shots, but I think he just wants to sort of get the pressure, just to get that. I don't know, he's actually unloading right now, and as Ruiz is stuck in the corner. But early in this round, it seemed like Davis was trying to pressure him with the body, just trying to sort of not really throw a lot in volume, but just make Ruiz move around a lot, sort of tire himself out in that process. Adesanya missing with the high kick right there. Oh, God. I'm so conflicted here, Fugatti. What are you watching? Which one are you watching more?
I'm watching both.
No, you're not. Which one are you watching more?
Ruiz
goes down. Right hook is a little bit of a slight hesitated knockdown. Oh, Ruiz is cut up bad already. Damn, he's bleeding bad.
I don't really think it's going to be much of a fight.
Oh, my God. The Davis fight is over in the first round. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Ruiz is knocked down. I think it was a right hook, lead hook from Davis. Landed flush with the slight hesitated knockdown. And then the ref called it off. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm moving on to the Adesanya Silva fight.
Yeah. Now we're going to move over to the real fight.
Adesanya landed a good right hand. Silva's pressuring him a lot. There's a whole 2.5 minutes left. And Adesanya is landing really hard shots right now. Oh my God. Adesanya landing a great step in knee. Tries to do a question mark kick. Silva already looking tired. Right hand lands for Adesanya. I think Adesanya is dialed in with his accuracy right now. This is going to be a short fight.
So smooth. His stance dancing is crazy.
We might have both first-round knockouts here, ladies and gentlemen, for these two main events. Absolutely impressive. Silva missing wide with a 1-2. Silva's
very tentative.
Oh, Silva landing good right hand there as Adesanya exited. Timeout. Why is the ref calling timeout? Oh, he makes sure the mouthpiece is in. Okay, that's okay.
They have a good ref for this fight, though. I really like this ref, actually.
Herb Dean has had some missed calls here and there, but I mean, he's generally speaking one of the better refs. That's definitely true. Definitely one of the long-standing refs. Like, he has
nice.
One of the longest tenures in the sport.
I think I'm about 30 seconds behind you on this somehow.
Well, because you're watching. You know why? I'm
watching a purchased version of this fight, Matt.
Yes, of course. You're watching a purchased version, of course. Yes. I apologize.
That was a nice right hand and then attempted knee.
Both guys showboating.
Adesanya.
Silva throws a spinning leg kick. I like that. I gotta admit, I do really, really like when you throw a spinning heel kick to the leg. It makes me laugh.
Silva definitely looks soft, though.
That's just him in his old age, man.
Yeah.
Off the PTs.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
The post Vada body.
Oh, he definitely has that dad bod, man. Well, I mean, this is truly a fight of like generation difference. Oh, wow. Adesanya misses with it was a left high kick, and Silva barely missed it, and a little bit of showmanship, showboating back and forth from both of them. I like it. Both guys are such mirror images of each other when it comes to like the persona within a fight, because that is a thing to a fighter having a persona within his fight style. These two guys have very similar ones. Oh God, Adesanya landing that left hand. Misses the left high kick again. Oh, the showboating between these two. God damn. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to say, Adesanya and Anderson Silva is everything I love about combat sports.
Yeah.
Jason Burgos, I want the smoke. I don't know why you hate this matchup so much. It's amazing.
This isn't a bad matchup. It's not like a 20-year-old versus like a 40-year-old. This is, like, I think Adesanya is like 20. What's he?
28?
28?
Probably.
Silva
he must be in his late 20s.
Like late 30s?
Silva's I think Silva's in his 40s.
Is he?
I think he's like 41, 42. I think.
He still moves well.
No, he does.
Silva's
like, it's not like
so smart.
You put Silva against like top 20 competition, he probably wrecks them, let's be honest. But Adesanya could be the best middleweight on the planet, and that is just the difference.
What sucks is that the Whitaker Gastelum fight getting pushed back is going to be weird because this fight should have been for that belt, right?
Yes. Well, I mean, the main event should have been for this division's belt, yes.
Well, yeah, but then this was for a shot at that, right?
Yes, absolutely. Got to put the phone lines on. Phone lines are opening up as I speak, ladies and gentlemen. Second round has started. 4 minutes and 40 seconds if you guys want to sync up.
I can't believe
Start your show now. Press 1 to hear.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now. Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, call in 323-870-4051. Press 1 to get in the queue. If you are international, add Mixed Combat Radio on Skype. Second round, 4 minutes and 10 seconds in case anyone does want to sync up in the post-fight or post-production or after the show airs, whatever adjective I'm going to say. Adesanya, man, he looks so much bigger than Anderson Silva, too. Like, that was a shock to me. I didn't expect him to look as massive compared to Anderson. Just like the back muscles, just the mass on him. Pause,
Well, Silva had some really great moments in that first round. He had Adesanya on his back foot.
Oh my God. Adesanya lands a 1-2 flush as Silva showboats. And Silva took it like a fucking G. God damn. Oh my God. Watch, when you get to it, Fugatti, don't be afraid to yell.
All right. There was a good moment in that first round, too, where Silva missed but had him backing up and then caught him really good and then missed with the lead right.
Mm-hmm.
And it was barely off. Like, it was so close to catching him as he was going back. Probably would have put him down.
Ooh, left hand from Adesanya lands. He's been landing that left hand at will. Adesanya sort of teasing with the Showtime kick there. I like it. That was nice.
Dude, it's just funny how much charisma both these guys have, and like every little.
Ooh, Silva landing some good shots right here. Damn, I'm not gonna say he had Adesanya hurt there, but Adesanya had to. I'm not gonna say recover, but again, some good shots there by Anderson Silva. Good inside leg kick there by Adesanya. Adesanya is still, I think, landing more shots, the better shots. Obviously, like he is winning these rounds. Silva is hanging in there in some way. He is landing his shots here and there, but he just doesn't have the speed. He doesn't have the reflexes anymore. It's clear, the age being a factor is a massive factor.
Could you imagine this fight like
in their prime?
Like 10 years ago or 8 years ago? It would been nuts.
I think Anderson probably would have won.
I mean, Silva's the GOAT, right?
Yeah, he's definitely in top 3 all time, maybe top 4, depending who you ask. Ooh, Silva landing a good jab there. Silva in aggressive mode here. Oh my God, Adesanya on the back foot trying to counter. Silva throwing a lot of feints out here. I think trying to bait him in.
Silva might have stole this round though. The second round.
He's doing very good in this round. He is. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is still only a 3-round fight. It's not a 5-round fight just because it's a main event.
I would have hoped they would have pushed it up to more rounds, but nah.
I don't blame it. On the same day, no, there's no way you could have done that.
No.
Adding another 10 minutes of work, oh my God. That's literally changing it from like a 9-round fight in boxing to a 12-round fight in boxing.
That's so crazy. And, dude, how crazy would it have been if they had to let Cowboy step in?
Oh, that would have been cool.
It would have been cool.
I would have been down with that, I'll be honest.
Yeah, me too.
Though it would have ruined his Conor McGregor paycheck, so I'm glad he
That's
did.
why Dana didn't, I bet.
Fuck yeah.
Because Dana knows that's a huge fight.
Both guys throwing a lot of feints out, trying to just bait the other in. It's funny because like both guys I think have had actually really good success being the aggressor, more so than being the counter striker here.
I don't think it suits Silva to try to get inside and get close because Adesanya.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. He's been landing very good punches in the clinch in this round. In this round specifically. Every time he's gotten close, he's been able to land really hard shots. Like right here, you're going to see it in the last about 20 seconds of the round. Silva's being ultra aggressive again, landing hard shots on the inside, landing a good body kick there. When Silva does sort of have these moments of explosion, he ultimately is winning these exchanges, in my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong about that.
I think I would give him the second round.
It's hard. That's a very hard round to score.
Yeah.
I don't know, because Adesanya had his moments too.
But that lead left that Silva caught Adesanya with looked like it hurt him, and then he hit him with about 4 more shots afterwards, right in around the 3-minute mark. And then right at about 1:20 to a minute, Silva was in control too. So I don't know.
Yeah. Again, calling people 323-870-4051. Press 1 to get in the queue. We will talk all things Gervonta Davis, Hugo Ruiz, Anderson Silva, Israel Adesanya, Erickson Lubin. Whatever you guys want to talk about, call in. Otherwise, when these fights are over, we will give our brief thoughts on these main events and then leave. And then make you guys wait for our review show tomorrow and Monday for these separate cards. But digressing, round 3, the final round, ladies and gentlemen, is starting for the night for Combat Sports. I shouldn't say that. Ray Vargas is probably fighting somewhere on the zone. I just could care less. Third round, 4 minutes and 55 seconds. You guys want to sync up. I think both guys need this round.
Yeah, I think Adesanya is going to knock him out this round. If you watched at the end there, he threw that spinning leg kick.
Ooh, good left hand there.
Right, and then Adesanya was kind of watching him, so I think he's going to try to time him if he tries to throw that again. Because he's missing it big time.
Yo, Silva ate a huge left hand and then complained to the ref like you got eye poked. It was great. It was amazing.
I'm ready to say he's an old dog. He knows how to get some time if he needs.
Oh, Silva's talking a lot of shit right now. I like it. Oh, flying knee from Anderson barely missed as Adesanya went rolling back into the cage from being off balance.
Damn, Silva went for the flying knee.
Ooh, high kick barely blocked by Anderson Silva as Adesanya threw a right high kick, roundhouse kick.
Damn, that's a close fight.
Question mark kick misses from Israel Adesanya. It is a very close fight. Ooh, Anderson's eyes all messed up. Damn.
Dude, Adesanya's got a nuts reach, dude. Apparently he's got an 80-something inch reach.
Oh, Anderson's doing the old Anderson where he's back against the cage, trying to bait him in, yelling at him to come and attack him. Is Adesanya going to commit? Is he going to make a mistake? It's all Anderson's looking for, and Adesanya knows it. It's a tiger pressed up against a wall is the most dangerous tiger in the world.
Woo!
Or in this
case, barely missed.
Or in this case, a fucking spider. Both guys eyeing each other. Adesanya says, no, let's go in the center of the cage. Silva somewhat obliges.
It's crazy to see two guys on this high of a level fight each other, you know?
And again, like the IQ, like the amount of thinking that both guys are doing right now as they're fighting, you know, the amount of artistic, sublime martial arts we are seeing right here. Like it's rare in combat sports. This is high-level combat sports. Man, Silva doing a good job blocking all these shots still, man. And it's halfway mark in the round. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Both guys need this round still. And I think it's still open up for debate here. I don't think either guy has stole it yet.
No. Silva's breathing very hard. Adesanya's conditioning is nuts.
Yeah, but he's not doing enough here.
I know.
This is a concern. Watch Anderson fucking steal it by split decision. I'm just saying, it might happen.
I mean, you can't be mad. Anderson has fought a great fight.
Yeah, you're right. He has. You're absolutely right. UFC, though, they're going to be mad.
Oh, for sure. Big mad.
And hey, look at your prediction, though, Fu. You were right. Decision.
The old man. It's the old man tactics, man. He knew. Like,
The veteran moves he's put on here, man. And plus, he's put a lot of good work on the inside. Like, he clearly is more comfortable on the inside in the clinch than Adesanya, which isn't surprising. Anderson Silva's Muay Thai clinch is one of the most famous clinch games in all of combat sports. You know, that's not surprising that Adesanya's entire game is predicated at range and being creative, and Silva at times has negated that creativity.
I was also really worried that he would have too much respect for Silva to go at him the way.
I don't think that's been the issue. Oh, good left hand there by Adesanya. Oh my God. Go, Adesanya. You got to go. He's showboating here. You got to go Chris Weidman here. Hands are down. He's eating these shots. You got to go. 40 seconds left. Oh, God damn. This fight's insane. This is one of those fights that's not fight of the year, but like you need to show your casual friends this fight. Show them like highlights of this fight. You have to. Adesanya straight through the high kick there. Oh, spinning tornado kick. Oh, spinning fucking heel kick from Anderson Silva. All missing, but it's beautiful. Fight's about to be over. Fight is over, ladies and gentlemen. What a close fight. That third round is very hard to score. Same with the second round. I don't know what the scorecard is going to be here, Fu.
Dude, Silva's just eating those shots, man. He just hands down, just taking shots.
He's talking Adesanya as he's punching him. Tell me that isn't one of the most badass things you've ever seen in your life.
Silva's a fucking G. I swear. What a gangster.
And that's him off the steroids. We are too lucky. We are too lucky. Great sign of sportsmanship between both of them in the cage after. God. I just can't wait for these scorecards here. These are going to be interesting. Because MMA judges, I mean, you boxing fans think you guys got it bad. Just wait.
This is going to be rough.
This
is going to be rough.
And you know what? I really wish we had another 2 rounds of this, man. I really wish we would. Because I think we would get a more of a decisive winner if we had another 2 rounds.
I think split decision for Stylebender.
I don't know, man. Anderson might have won that last round, too. And here's the thing. Like, you can make a legit argument, and I'm not going to scoff at it, that Adesanya won all 3 rounds. You know, like, that's the funny part here with this fight is that, look, the second round, ultimately a very close ring round. Same with the third. The first round was the closest. I mean, not the closest, but the most definitive. That was a clear Adesanya round.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if we get like a 30-27 scorecard for Adesanya, a 29-28 scorecard for Anderson Silva, and a third scorecard out of nowhere that we have no idea what it's going to be. Like, it's going to be all over the place. Hold on, as scorecards are being read.
Anderson Silva showing you there's still plenty of fight left in the...
Oh, as my thing froze up, really?
All right, one final time tonight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 29-28, 30-27, and 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Israel the Last Stylebender.
Again, I'm not saying it's 2:30, 27 scorecards. I wasn't expecting that. That the 2 judges saw all 3 rounds for Israel Adesanya. I don't necessarily see that, but I don't necessarily feel like this is the wrong man getting the scorecard. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those very close fights, and I think it's good that we got this fight. I hope that the critics, Jason, I know you're out there listening somewhere, I hope you're not too critical of this matchup now in hindsight, because it was absolutely impressive. Let's hear the post-fight interview of Adesanya.
Artist in the world, but the man of the hour, folks, the last Stylebender, Israel Adesanya. I know this was a fight week not without its challenges, but in the end, the story is the same, 16-0. Congratulations on a huge win, my man.
Hold up. This is crazy. This is like for a kid just to play. You know, if I'm playing basketball, to play against Michael Jordan, this is it for me. You know, you guys all play EA Sports. I do this shit for real, and I do it against the best. So fuck what you mean, you know, but yeah, crazy week, you know. I showed up to work. A lot of people didn't, even though it's out of their hands, you know. Sometimes it's not in their control. But hey,
all the Whitaker fans.
So I showed up. And Anderson, thank you. Obrigado, my friend. You've been doing this for a long time, and I appreciate you. You know. Hey, Rob, heal up quick. Kelvin, put that belt down. Seriously.
Oh, shit.
Whatever happens next, shut your fucking mouth. What you gonna do when I run wild on you? Now I love you guys.
Damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Israel Adesanya.
He said, shut your fucking mouth. What you gonna do when I run wild on you? I love this kid.
And Kelvin, put the belt down.
Mixed martial arts royalty.
Oh, Anderson.
The Spider Silva. These fans love you so
GOAT
much.
status.
We were all witness to your greatness yet again tonight. Your thoughts on what just transpired?
That was great. Did Santi call in? Do we have any callers?
Hold on. I want to hear Anderson's.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm very happy, guys.
I'm very happy. It's
God.
normal.
Thank you for giving me one more chance for coming here and do my best. And I love my job, you know. I know it's tough. This game is tough. The old fighters in that category is amazing, guys, is stronger. But, you know, this is my heart. This is my life. I continue to fight because this is my heart. Thank you. Thank you for every single person come to here today. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you.
We love you, Anderson. We love you. Hold on.
People are going to want to see you fight again. Any insight into your fighting future?
Is he done?
I don't know, but I try to fight in Curitiba, my city, and I go back training and back to see my family, and maybe I fight in Curitiba.
You are a legend.
Yeah, I want to see one more fight with Anderson Silva. Definitely. Let's get some phone calls. 323-870-4051. Press 1 to get in the queue. Absolutely impressive performances, especially from Gervonta Davis. I mean, first-round knockout. That's what he's supposed to do with a short notice tune-up fight that's a 122-pounder. So he did exactly what I want him to do. It looked impressive doing it. Israel Adesanya had a much tougher fight with Anderson Silva, I think, than a lot of people expected, including me. But I think ultimately that might be the best thing for him was this moment where he really had to, sort of sharpen his iron against another person's iron. But let's, like I said, move on to callers. 323-870-4051. Press 1 to get in the queue. If you are international, not email me. You can do that. You can do the old way. Or just add Mixed Combat Radio on Skype. But like I said, let's go out to Santiago in L.A. Santiago, how you doing?
Doing good, dude. Wish I could have seen Adesanya Silva myself, but I didn't buy the pay-per-view, and I had my attention to the boxing card. But glad to hear that it was a good fight. Kudos to Adesanya on the win, and on Silva showing that even now he still has a bit of skill to make it to the end of the rounds, and hopefully I'll get to see him fight again before he calls it a career. So kudos to both men putting on good performances and showing what they have, and what else is there to say, really? Gervonta did what he was supposed to do. He compoed Ruiz and left him bloody and everything, too. So it's just kind of like, at this point, he's had 2 gimme fights, with Cuellar and Ruiz. He has to take a noteworthy fight. Otherwise, what's the point in trying to watch him fight at this point? We're expecting him to win at this point.
I agree. Have you been watching the DAZN card at all? Just curious. Have you watched the Machado and Ray Vargas fights?
No, I've mostly been watching the Showtime cards. I caught the Erickson Lubin card. I saw bits and pieces of the DAZN action early on, but as soon as the Showtime stream popped up, I just switched over to that.
Well, I don't have anything really to ask you, Santi. Is that all you want to talk about, or all you want to discuss?
Hey, Santi.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, what's up, Fu?
Hey, have you looked at anything on Machado? I saw some stuff roll through saying that he was having some trouble. Oh, he got a knockout. Okay, cool. Tony just put it in there. So who do you think Tank's gonna fight next? Like at 130? you think he's going to take on a belt holder and actually step up and have that big fight, or you think he's going to continue to try to keep, I don't know, fighting these gimme fights? I don't know. He's 20-something fights into his career. Like, do you think he's going to start stepping up later this year?
I think he should, and he showed that he has in the past when he took on Pedraza for the IVF belts. You've got Farmer, who holds the WBO belt. You've got Machado, who's got the other WBA belt. Lord knows that they actually made that fight just because it's the same fucking belt. And then, you've got Miguel Berchelt. You've got good talent and good fighters at 130 to make good fights with. And those fights are winnable fights too for Davis. I definitely would favor him against Farmer. Definitely think that he would give Berchelt some good work. And I think his toughest fight probably would be with Machado just because of the size difference and reach and height and everything. So there's some good fights to make. For me, he doesn't have any reason not to make these fights happen. He's got a guy like Mayweather, his promoter, so you can make these fights, barring the personal issues between the promoter and the fighter at this point. So that's what I think should happen next, because again, if he takes another gimme fight, what's the point at this point? That we know he's going to win at that point.
Damn,
yeah.
Machado got knocked out? Really?
Dude, that's what they're saying.
Wow, I need to go see that then, because he was winning last time because I maybe saw the fight till around 5-ish, I guess. But damn, if that's true, the Machado hype train is derailed.
It's derailed, for sure.
Like guy that moved up from 126. Santi, any other thoughts, any other discussions you want to have?
No, that's about it. I'll look into what happened with Alberto Machado, and I'll post the results on the chat.
Yeah, thank you, Santi. Have a good night, man. Damn, Machado got knocked out. That's not a good look, man. That was not a big piece for Golden Boy, but that was one of their few pieces they had. But digressing, what an impressive night for Gervonta Davis. Because, again, that's what exactly you're supposed to do against somebody of that caliber. Israel Adesanya, a much tougher fight than I think he or most of us expected, but he did look absolutely, I think, impressive in the end. Anderson Silva, I think, also impressed us in some fashion. Hope you guys enjoyed the fights tonight. We'll be back later tomorrow with, I think, boxing banter and our review of all boxing content as well. Boxing banter is our Patreon-only show, patreon.com/Mixed Combat Radio. And then we'll be on, I think, after that or before that with our free on YouTube show and review all of the boxing content, including the DAZN card, including obviously the full PBC card on Showtime, including Erickson Lubin defeating Ishe Smith via vicious destruction in like 3 rounds. I'm going to eat some crow on that one, that's for sure.
I was thinking that when I heard the result tonight.
Hey, it's one of those moments I am very happy I was wrong. I'm extremely happy I was wrong. But digressing, you can find me at Matt Hunter, MCR, all platforms. Have a great night. Stay safe. Fugatti, final thoughts. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Fugatti _MCR. Great fights. Tank did what he was supposed to do, like you said, first round KO. Now we need to see him step up, get some bigger fights, and Adesanya, I mean, unanimous decision over Silva in his 5th fight in the UFC. How can you be upset about it?
Absolutely agree. Like I said, have a great night. Hit the like button, share the show on your way out. If it's on podcast form, drop that 5-star review and over to patreon.com /Mixed Combat Radio. Peace.